All right. Well, I am so excited. This is Kimberly Massengale, Ambassador Diamond, leader of the amazing team DK Diamonds here. And I have some rock stars on here that I want you guys to hear from. And so I'm very excited because in the month of December, December 2017, we have our top enrollers here on the line. And we also have two other ladies who reached their goal of going Ruby and really just made a decision. And I felt that it was very important that you guys hear from them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with Miss Donna. We're going to start with Miss Donna. Donna, you are a top enroller the month of December. You came in enrolling, it was 13 loyal customers.
Yes.
You know, the month of December where some people feel that, you know, things are slow and that nobody wants to purchase, you found 13 people to start on these amazing products with you. So we want to hear from you. Tell us your name and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Donna Howse James. I've been with It Works about 3 years now. My top tips for enrolling is, first of all, I blitz. Second of all, I make sure that I follow up. You know, we we get those people who say they're not ready right then, but you can get in contact with them later on. So I try to follow up with them, and I just make sure after the second time I try to pull them on in. I wear my It Works gear like now. Sometimes I even forget I have it on and they come to me, but I just try to make sure that I offer them all the products. I give them the option of telling me what they need and what goals they're trying to work for. And then I just let them keep going, and I don't stop. As Kim said, I don't get in their pockets. I wait till they tell me, and then I just help them out as much as I can.
Amazing. I love how you just don't stop following up. I know that you've shared with me before that you keep going until they tell you not to contact them again. It doesn't matter how many times, Donna, that you have to follow up. You're willing to do that. And I love how you track it, and because a track number grows. And I love how when they tell you to follow up, instead of you saying, okay, and just blowing it off, you write it in your calendar. You put it in a date to where you're going to see it so that you're not caught slipping in it. You keep continuing to follow up on the dates that you've agreed to. That speaks volume. We know that wearing your gear makes a difference. Of course, we know that. And I know one of the things that you do, you blitz everybody. You're always out.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's right. Everybody. Yeah.
Because when you blitz them, you get connected on social media, right?
I do. Okay. If I see them, I make sure I ask them if they want to take a picture with me. Most times they agree. I take a picture. I get their number. I get connected on Facebook. I'm just now starting to get better with Instagram, so I'm also trying to do Instagram as well. But I'm trying to make sure I leave posts. At least I know I should do it every day. Sometimes it gets away from it, but I try to go back and and do some posting. But like I said, I follow up. I put their name in my notebook to make sure if they tell me, talk to me next week, I write down next week. I say, it's Friday good. They tell me, yeah, I go back and I follow up with them again. So that's just the main thing. I follow up with them, and I keep on till they say no.
It's consistency. It is consistency, and I know that you also use the products, and that makes a difference as well. So thank you, Donna, for those amazing tips. We're going to take it over to Miss Tonya, who is an enrolling machine. Tonya actually enrolled 8 distributors the month of December. So Tonya, go ahead and tell them your name really quickly and tell them what are some tips that you have found helpful in enrolling and closing distributors.
Okay, my name is Tonya Davis, and I'm a nurse, and I've been with It Works maybe about 2 months, a little bit over 2 months. And I just always try to tell people about the product. I try to be a product of the product, and they ask questions about where do I get this energy from, or what are you doing? And so I share the product with them, and of course the gear helps. That's a part of my uniform nowadays, the It Works gear. So I just try to tell them about the product. And in telling them about the product, I always include about how you make the money. And so that always gets them to going towards being a distributor instead of just a loyal customer.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tonya, because we get the same discount. And so oftentimes I let them know for just $40 more than a package of our amazing wraps. I mean, goodness, you can own your own business and start making money. And I know that so many people don't know that we have so many other products, and when they see that, they're intrigued. And so you work a full-time job and you just make it work. So you go to work in your It Works gear. I see you have on the It Works hoodie. So you put that on over your scrub and walk through the hallways and they stop you guys. It does work. Have any of you, I know I have all of you been stopped before by wearing an It Works shirt? Has anybody ever asked a question or said, what is that? What is that? It just opens you up. And so I love the fact that you guys are keeping it simple. That you're keeping it simple. And Tonya, I love the fact that while you're working and showing people the products through the party pad, and I know Donna, you do this as well, that you are pointing to this income distributor chart and letting them average income and letting them decide. And I think that that's the biggest key, is that we don't get to decide for them and decide if you're going to be a loyal. We can offer both. And when we do that, let them decide. And that's what makes a difference. So Tonya, thank you so much for your awesome tips and just for being consistent. I don't know if y'all caught that, but Tonya just said she's been in It Works for 2.5 months. So she's moving and grooving very quickly. 8 distributors last month in November. In December. In November, I want to say it was, I want to say 6 or 7 then. I know 5 of them came in a day. So she sponsored 5 people in one day. She has not been playing. And so it's the follow-up. It is the follow-up. And so let's turn it over to Miss Tiffany Franklin. And I'm so excited to hear from you. Brand new Ruby, who just made a decision. Gosh, Tiffany, you're going to inspire so many people. So many people are like, I want to get to Ruby. I want to get to Ruby. And I know you were at a place where you were feeling frustrated. You were like, I just need to go Ruby already. And you got so fired up. Not only did you go Ruby, you went Ruby by the middle of the month. You did not wait to the end. And that spoke volumes. So tell them your name and tell them, what would you say to them? What was that fire that just rose up and just ignited in you? You can share a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am Tiffany Franklin, and I have been in the It Works business since August 30th. I signed at the end of the month. And I just felt like I should have been Ruby in September. So, I had a little bump come October, and I just was like, I'm over this. I'm like, I should have been Ruby already. Kim put out the, little challenge, and I took it. I said, you know what? I needed to get out of my own way. Pretty much what was happening was that, you get frustrated, you hear the no's, and then you sometimes may take a setback, but you know what? I just decided I didn't really care about the no. Okay, you say no, I'm going to go on to the next one, and then I'm just going to follow up, with customers that I already had because I was already charted. I just needed to get the volume. So what I decided to do was just reach out to those loyal customers that I had in those boxes, and I just offered them some other stuff. Okay, I see that you have this. I really think that you should try this because this goes great with that. And then I just kept going. And before you know it, you had some BVs that was over 100. And, I'm like, okay, looking at how far away I was for 400 in there, I reached out to the next customer like, look, why don't you try this? So I just worked off of the customers that I already had in those boxes. And that's what helped me go Ruby by the 15th. I just made the decision that, it wasn't an option that I wasn't going to go Ruby. If I was going to try to get it by the 15th, but I definitely was going to get it by the end of the month. But it just happened to be mid-month that I made it.
It's so much I could say on that you just said, but what I am going to say is this. You made a decision. That's the one sentence that is ringing in my head, is that I made a decision. And not only did you make a decision, you went in straight attack mode. You found out exactly how much volume was returning. You went and found out the difference of what was needed, and you took action. And you didn't wait for your distributors to go get those loyals themselves, those customers. You went and got your own loyals, and you placed those loyals, and you got the job done, and you promoted early. And so anything that came after the 15th, that's overflow. And so that's even better because it strengthens your organization. So guess what? that's going to roll into January, which is a month that we're in. And Tiffany, I just want to say, I'm just super proud of you. I know you wear many hats. I know that you have a newborn at home. I know that you are also, obviously, you do your pretty makeup and things. And so, you're a wife. I mean, gosh, it's a lot. And so for you to just buckle down, laser focus. I know you reached out and said, Kim, I got to make this work. I need to make this work. And I hear that a lot. But what I don't hear a lot are people who jump in action and come up with a plan and subtract and figure out what do we really need and break that thing down. And I love how you dug back into your current customer base and got them started on another challenge. Brilliant. Brilliant. So many people are going to learn from this. And so that new begins to be your overflow. So congratulations, Tiffany. I am super proud of you. This is just the beginning, because we know that when you go Ruby, we know you can go diamond. That's not even a question, okay? And so I'm excited. And so those were some outstanding tips. We're going to roll on up to Miss Kenyatta, who is a brand new Ruby as well. I definitely want to share a little bit about Kenyatta with you guys real quick, what I noticed about her. I just remember looking in the back office and seeing this name just dominate. Loyal customers, distributors. I mean, her name was everywhere in that back office. And I'm like, who in the world is this Kenyatta girl? I got to reach out. Who is this? And she was killing it. She added 12 loyal customers, guys, last month in December. 12. On top of her working full time, on top of her being a mom, and she made a decision. And when I tell you that, Kenyatta, baby girl, you worked it to the end of the second of the minute on the last day of the month to make this happen. And you woke up on the 1st of January and said, I'm so glad I did, because it's a lot who said, I wish I had her. I just wish I had her. Tell them about you, girl.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Kenyatta White, and like Miss Kim said, I hit Ruby last month. I had a big goal to double my loyal customers in the month of December, but I missed it by a little bit. But I have 3 boys, and I am a bank teller, and I'm looking to exceed in my It Works business. My little dog is in the way.
I see what you're doing.
So, yes, ma'am. He's so bad. Coming back for some more. So
he's consistent. That's what we want. And so
yes, ma'am.
Tips that you would have for them, because clearly being a mom of boys and having everything going on, working full time, I hear a lot of distributors talk about balance. I can't balance it. I don't know how to balance it. Give us some tips.
I just make sure I work out my family time, my me time, and my business time. That's basically. Right. I share what I love about my products. When I get my customers, I basically love on them. Mm-hmm. I tell them what I like about them and how I think they'll be a good fit for this business. And if they don't see themselves in this business just yet, I get them on the products. And I know once they fall in love with the products, they're going to want to join this business and make some money while they use the products. So that's what I love about it.
That's exactly it. That's exactly right. And so, you enroll a lot of customers as well. Can you give them one top tip on how you're closing down these loyals?
I would say stay consistent, because we get a lot of customers. I get a lot of customers that say, reach back to me Friday, contact me Friday, I'm on order. And then Friday come and they don't order. Mm-hmm. But I reach out to them again, and I just stay consistent with them. Hey, I know you say you wanted me to reach out to you Friday, and it's Friday, I'm excited that you'll be ordering with me, and then sometimes I offer them a little incentive if they become my loyal customer on the spot. And then especially if they have like a high BV, I offer them an incentive for becoming my customer. So I just be consistent with my customers.
I love that. The fact that now we don't have to offer an incentive, because the company has the fit coins. Mm-hmm. And so they're taking care of that for us. And so now, instead of us giving something, we can let them earn fit coins by sending us referrals, and they can get free products. So that's just amazing. Kenyatta, I'm just super proud of you. You made some magic happen, and you have been so intentional about your work, and so intentional of being coachable, and so intentional on just staying connected and doing things right, and doing things and building solid. And I'm just super proud of you for that. Ladies, y'all have blessed my soul tonight. I can just tell you that right now. And so I'm excited. I want to congratulate each and every one of you, you know, our 2 new Rubies, because this is just the beginning. You know, I like to say, when you prove to yourself that you do what you thought you couldn't do, you shatter those belief barriers. And guys, when you do that, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable at that moment, because guess what? You know what you're capable of. And guess what? If you can enroll 1 distributor, you can enroll 24 to go diamond. If you can enroll 1 loyal customer, you can enroll many, many, many after that to help with volume. And if you can go Ruby, you absolutely can go diamond. All of it. It just gels right on together. So ladies, thank you for your excellence, and thank you for bringing the boom tonight. And so y'all's tips were just beyond amazing. And so I just want to say thank you for your time. This was very helpful. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Right.